Hello everyone, in this video I want to explain to you why I say that it's impossible to significantly increase your testosterone or to just increase your testosterone at all with food, exercise, and sleep. The reason I'm saying this, so what's the logical thought process behind it? The logical thought process is that these things are bare minimum. So our ancestors never had a problem with food. They only had real food. They didn't have any other choice but to eat real food. They didn't have McDonald's, KFC, or whatever, or processed meat. And they also didn't have a choice but to be physically active, and the same with the rest. They had to rest, and they also had the perfect environment for rest in terms of like not danger, but there was no light pollution, no like technological sound pollution, so the environment was natural. So these things are bare minimum. These things are normal for us as human beings. And I live by a very, very simple logic. Certain actions bring certain results. If you want to have an extraordinary result, you need to do extraordinary actions. If you're going to do normal things, which are normal for you, which everyone else does, how do you expect yourself to have extraordinary results? It's very simple. I do not know why people do not understand it. It's like you need to find a way, some other way to increase your testosterone to go beyond that normal. So for example, for you the norm is 800 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone. And let's say you eat very well, super clean, you avoid all the endocrine disruptors, whatever. And you are physically active and you also sleep well, like 100% quality of your sleep. You will not go beyond that 800. Do you understand? It's because it's a normal, optimal levels for you. Because you do normal things, you will not go beyond that. For you to go beyond that, to get to extraordinary results, you need to do extraordinary things, non-normal things, not what everyone else does. And that applies with everything in life. If you want to have a lot of money, more than most people, you have to do something. You have to work more than most people. You have to lead a lifestyle that most people do not lead. You have to be more disciplined than everyone else. It's like, and I want to genuinely believe that most people watching this video are people who want to be extraordinary, who do not want to be just normal, average, and just settle for, the normal life that is everywhere right now. Being like a vast majority of men, who I don't even call men, I call them males, with low levels of testosterone and, huge problems, a lot of huge problems nowadays. So, again, the logical process behind it is that for you to go beyond the normal levels of testosterone for you, you need to find a way to just do something more than more than normal things for you. And that is exactly what I'm talking about all the time. It's psychological increase of testosterone. You need to create a need for your body to produce more testosterone. It is as simple as that. And you do it mainly through psychology. Of course, you can do it physiologically too, even like going to the gym. It has a huge psychological aspect of increasing testosterone, which nobody talks about for some reason. Because every time you go there, you create a need, going to the gym is difficult. Pulling weights is difficult, lifting weights is difficult, and your mind needs to produce more testosterone for you to be strong enough there, to keep you there, to overcome the challenge of lifting weights. And that's with everything, overcoming challenges. So I always say this: testosterone is produced in a situation, in an environment where your body needs strength to resist a passive aggressive environment, resisting environment. So if you, for example, set a goal and you have certain challenges you have to overcome to get to that goal, while you overcome that challenges, your body will reward you with dopamine and testosterone, and when you get to your goal, you will have an insane reward of dopamine and also increase in testosterone, and that increase will be almost permanent. Because when you work towards increasing your testosterone psychologically and not just, inject it in yourself, you create a positive reinforcement in your mind. You create a cycle of constantly increasing your testosterone, because you will overcome that challenges. You will get to your goal. You will get the dopamine, get the testosterone, and your body will understand and remember. Your subconscious will remember that you are capable of having things in this life. You are capable of fighting for what you believe is yours. And that's the essence of the testosterone. That's where testosterone thrives in your body. So if you want to go beyond that normal level, you have to create that need for testosterone. You have to set challenging goals. You have to fight to overcome these challenges. And then you will start a new cycle in your mind. You will stop this cycle of losing testosterone and being a loser. And you will start a new cycle of increasing testosterone, being more confident in your abilities and increasing it even more, and it just goes on and goes on. Of course, it's not unlimited. You're not going to have like 3,000 nanograms per deciliter, but you will get to the highest possible level for you, and you will keep that level high. That's simply a very, very logical thing. I don't know if you understand it, but for me, it's very obvious that extraordinary actions bring extraordinary results. Normal actions bring normal results. So if you are someone, if you're watching this, and if you're someone who wants to be top 1% or top 0.1%, if you don't want to be the mass of males nowadays and just vast majority of people, you have to do things differently. You have to act differently, and you have to start increasing your testosterone psychologically. That's pretty much it. Pretty much what I wanted to say. It's a very logical thought process behind it. I don't think there's a need to show some studies here, to prove what I'm saying, because it's really hard to accurately study something so subjective, which is psychology. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it explained and cleared why I say that you're not going to increase your testosterone with diet, with exercising, and with sleep. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button. There'll be more videos.